Thank you, John Kear, for joining us.
Pleasure.
Do you know what? We know it wasn't the result that you wanted tonight, but are you proud of the boys for their performance?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I thought, as Kevin's just alluded to, I thought our effort was first class, and that's what we didn't want to be found wanting with, was getting out there and really putting it on the line, and I think that they did. Other areas we can improve upon, but we've been beaten by a very good side, but we've given a real good account of ourselves.
You certainly have. What are those areas you think you can improve on, John?
Well, it was just the offload. They got us in the middle, they started offloading, the game speed got too much for us, and I thought Matty Wilde did a great job jumping out of dummy half and tying our markers up and getting behind the ruck. So there's little areas like that, but all in all, I'm pretty pleased.
John, we spoke about your discipline in the first half especially, and how many times you had to defend your line off the back of ill discipline.
Yeah.
Is that something you'll speak to the lads about?
It is, yeah. It's something that we did against Halifax. The penalty count against Halifax was 10-4 overall, and we got one penalty in the first minute, so it really was 10-3. So it gives the opposition the ball, and obviously when they've got the ball, it's harder defending, as you two guys know, than it is attacking. So it's something that we do need to address, and address pretty quickly, because all we need, I feel, in games is 50-50 possession, and if we get that, we'll come away smiling more often than not.
John, well done tonight. Massive effort. I thought you were much improved. I thought your team, really showed a lot of dig. Had a really tough, big dig. But we'll be looking to bringing in more players in. So if you really want serious about promotion, do you think you need to bring in players in, extra players, or are you happy with your squad you've got?
Well, I mean, we've lost Adam Murphy, with a knee injury, and the initial prognosis is it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks. So at the minute we'd got 17 players plus young Walters from Leeds for this week, so we'll certainly be having a look round at the loan market, but hopefully as well we'll be getting 1 or 2 players. But Eben Skur should be available for next week against Whitehaven, so I think you've always got to be on the lookout, Leon. But generally, if they play like that for me, for the coaching staff, for the club, and for each other, I think come the fullness of the season, we'll be looking back and saying we've done A-OK.
So in terms of expectations, John, where can this team go this year for the rest of the season?
We can get in the playoffs. There's no doubt in my mind about that. We can get in the playoffs, and once you're in the playoffs, you never know what's going to happen. Obviously, I think every team in this division, speaking to the other coaches, it's everybody's talking about Featherstone. We've got to be realistic. That's where you've got to look at, because they have got some real quality, as demonstrated today. I thought Riley Jacks, is just a class above, isn't he? He's absolutely outstanding, and I think he showed. I mean, it was NRL standard sort of pivot play. So, when you've got people like that against you, it is difficult. But as I said before, I was really pleased with that effort and our attitude.
Absolutely. And John, we were chatting at half-time about what you might be saying to the boys at the break. What were you saying to them? Well,
it was just more of the same, really, because I thought the first half we did really well, but I thought we needed to buy more field position. And, at the start of the second half, we did that, and we forced the header with the kick, and young Foggin Johnson came up with a try. But we didn't just get enough field position in order to execute our plays, because the first half, with a couple of grounded balls just short, with a kick that perhaps we should have converted, and you score 1 or 2 of them chances, and it's a different ball game. So it was that being more buying field position, being more clinical when we get the opportunities.
Is that what you take from this game into your next game on Sunday against Whitehaven?
Yeah, what I take is that with a group of lads who are working together hard and working together hard for each other, and as long as you've got that, as long as your group's cohesive and working hard, you'll be okay.
We haven't had chance, obviously, to hear from the boys about how they're feeling, but what are they feeling like after that performance?
Disappointed.
Yeah.
The initial one is disappointed because there's been a lot of effort and energy invested in that. But, also we've spoken about we need to now nail a win and then go on a run of wins, and that's what we'll be measuring ourselves by.
Absolutely. John Kear, thank you so much
Pleasure.
for your time. A sterling effort from your boys.